a brand new day, the 19th day of May 2020. It's Tuesday, live across the capital. Rade de nkwana chaye. Mejidi e pass ode nkwana chame de na ode audience acho sa pepepe de tie. Isan se moje di mumu afrisa ne de na che se wanhwe me bone so ne me ani. And then so ya share me biam e liga our jumedi e wo GN radio so Sky Channel 0185 and afin so. And ya wo YouTube live. GN Radio UK, me pa cho. Bamadia ko YouTube na kwa hwe live and colored. The other so sounds like ko people Facebook we are live and colored. And so our hanum Samre yam fasada Emma Omo amabegusu on Facebook Madaroma mo ka ho na dwumadie no eye complete. Mo ka ho a dwumadie no ewie pa ya. And then what Daniel come on? Some rain so and then you still so I say Ebeko Yere. Bibia the Daniel come, men okay. Daniel Quay, lawyer Daniel Quay, or Fortwell Solicitors. Omen and there and a piano mobile did you make ever had them. Why a crowd? Why a crowd there? But man, and I may be Sakwaba, Josephine Tamakro, Yabamo Aquaba, and Ajuma, class prefect. But you, my man, and I feel so. One more, I could just see me or see a pretty baby and your mouth for you and a bra. Now I'm all right. Yabama David Mensa Bisa Swakaba on Facebook. Me producer about cover. You're friend the producer one. All right, some remember me some who Aquaba, darling Jedi from his son, so now Yabama Daniel Quay and so Aquaba. Daniel, Yama Aquaba.
Me watching.
Yeah, that Uchodi and Ponyanko Ponase, Major so director. And now they assume that correct. Now that's so what that YouTube live and colored.
And then YouTube for us.
And then you made that YouTube GN Radio UK. Into more YouTube and so we to me Africa no akwa here on YouTube and that's so correct. You na so akopom say you did you media no ebeba awiye. And then so yama lawyer kwabe na lawyer memo wakasa. So bibu akama me say bibi nu ha na me na me bisa me first question ba no
nyama bebre wo ho
first question wa ha efrimi nchai e de ma me ntoma quickly na afini e wo ho na de am enra media news the Sun post Brexit in some sense just Boris Johnson ne odi atopon so say see immigration no or baba yen the point-based system. Okay. Na ebinumo say pros and cons. Emma aye argument. Say free na dey kwade say beto aso. Na ye ka point-based system ono no de ade.
Well, point-based system in India no no ne say almost 30 points. CC may use current system I use so I friend point-based system I war at the moment, for instance, say opese oba has say as a student now we see the Chrome ha we use point-based application now the about Chrome has say say unya admission ewo university bia na say approved college bia ubenya points then utia school fees ni your amount where your number be your friend no cash okay and I say because a certificate of acceptance. Yeah, this hard number ne mawa unya ebema point ni bi. Ina ye wo English language qualification are you we here answer with me aba. So unya sa English language qualification no so obenya point. Then ye wo sika aban expect say ebewo bank account mu HS obetimi aba school no eno so no ebema points. Inti see the point ni nia ebom na say umeti points na yede as a would meet for South student visa now automatically the amount until most of the time no there is no surprises. Okay. So you can say so we have 40 points and say amount student visa we have 40 points na near the student visa amount say oba no work permit nso say open so obey adwuma e wo Chrome ha say and also no use our point based system na the application. Okay. So no say wo employer emma offer letter or the offer letter ne ba or the BBA friend or certificate of way sponsorship. And only for employers in your friend course, okay, or the back and only be some points be. Then says employer they can say okay or yeah or best sponsor in terms of maintenance. We see money idea baby then I'll be name or the back one and also be my points. Then there's English language requirements in so and also be my points. If you meet and also no more 70 points. Unyanya 70 points in a not just here the visa no I the amount into the discretion home office for any discretion baby most of the time it's just up to the fact say we meet our points meet points now the we meet points now farm out what they want to do is said they want to extend our point based system to so many areas into almost say so I'm introduce way a new point system now. We we EU for first and come with EU passport are me a remo no will have to go through this process. Into whether say we a EU ni we a US any country be and everybody is going to be treated the same way. They will have to go through that point system. One as a job offer. Job offer so they will introduce other areas and then number of points are also meet and sana visa and no in industry players criticize you almost say with this current COVID-19 crown we have realized a lot of low paid jobs were they need individuals to work there into delivery drivers, care workers, and other even supermarket workers near there during this crisis, and they have realized how important they are. As a use point-based system now, they will be excluded from coming in. And only something that we are hoping said the consider when finalizing the way in a bill not to come out because so we share the current proposal about the 200. So any ejumebia or salary a year less than £25,000 will not be possible for you to use it, which is a problem. Say a care worker now or minimum wage so be £8, £9 an hour, and I say the boom, I say do 25,000 a year, meaning say straight away, you are disqualified. What they have said in the current proposal, and they say Jumama NHS will be excluded from SAR 25,000 minimum wage now. But we are hoping, say, the final bill never out, will iron out all the little answers that we want, and Mutie or programs, they can be assured, say, once the final proposal comes out, you share all the details with them. They are saying, say, by getting to autumn this year, now final proposal and out on me publish, money in I share.
Okay. All right, menya me hon tiase, afena ma tiase. Okay, nana, ne wapon so fatu dwame yankwe.
Yo, in the course of the week, Home Office for publish 2 major guidance and per se a month for many ET for HM. One of them a year to do with fee waiver for entry clearance application. Because entry clearance application a visa bia okwakofa ukunu okwakofa wojere efigana okwakofa oba efigana na waba hasia any form of visa be apply for no and na normally refer to entry clearance. Na any ayi say we visa application bia na ye wo visa ese wutua ansa na Home Office for the visa na ama oma publish guidance bia opese we visa application now financially will struggle in a certain way bia there is a form I'll be to complete now on my way visa fee amount now with me application. They have introduced this in response to the current COVID-19 crisis that we are experiencing into my publishing forms my publishing guidance nyama otimi a qualifier ebetimi a wavy fees amount into there will be a number of people bia for instance wako Ghana for holidays na bia wako fa oba aba and because of COVID-19 you cannot afford to pay for entry clearance and our visa for now then be back. This is an opportunity I wait me use to edit a year application at the Obanaba. I think say a good news for almost person we have visa application. Before this, na a yomom wo krum happy, mutimi year application for fee waiver. But see, I normal extend they call visas and so 2 man and now you have visa application.
Like I mean, so I know quickly. Don't you think it's just a temporary measure?
At the moment, I wouldn't say it's a temporary measure. It's been published. We take advantage. Take advantage. I don't know whether say due course number be if you and I say no but I believe say people can take advantage of it. Ghana na say be so your visa application it is worth considering. So the application it won't cost you anything if they don't give it to you. If they give it to you, fair enough. Now wait to me at their bar. And only one major publication about out. I think say good news. I say it's here for 80. The second really one, Home Office for published on the 15th of May, publishing new guidance for naturalization, which incorporates EU settled scheme, into EU for now about any other issues. It's a big document on my publishing regarding naturalization. I believe say a few changes have been. For instance, CCR what they've made it clear say so open say will naturalize at the time of naturalization, now you are free of any immigration control. For EU nationals, we are expecting say Oma apply for settled status already at least 1 year before they apply for naturalization. And what they have said, they said there's no discretion Home Office casework can mean say, would their own qualify by me share amount discretion if made the amount they have published the people need to be aware of EU for they are supposed to be making application for settled status if they are planning say naturalize this is something that they need to pay a particular attention to. Another thing is what people need to be aware of a residence requirements. The number of days you need to be in the country before you apply for this. And also they have specified it for especially EU nationals, because also EU for or Germany or Holland or Bahasi, or Banoko.
They are not stable.
And it is something that people need to be aware. Say if they are traveling, they need to keep track of more travel itinerary, travel history, because very, very, very important for these type of applications. We most often than not, we realize EU nationals, they tend not to keep track of it. Meaning, say, or this time about the passport, or be of a coach and also driver and of the core. He doesn't have any record. A do time SOE application, now catch and say for information we brand I find they don't have those records. Now our my publishing scheme way at the new guidance, and it's very, very, very important that people keep hold of that information. I must also add, say they have made it clear, say people who are under 18 years, they cannot really apply for naturalization. They may have to register them, but more often than not, whether not be an application for naturalization now or the name banner account because on himself or on a settled status or has said that on anybody young EU national the account. They have made guidance on that one as well. Into the camp one, they can reject that one, they'll bring that one to you. So we're filling new form now. They are called into the side when you are there. A month for so say so when it comes to one person naturalizing, and this is going to be very, very, very common going forward, especially with the fact say after we new bill about treaty EU for any third way if you Ghana passport, they're going to treat everybody the same. A month for Bebre will try say naturalize and also British passports to try and avoid all these problems about the internet. So person won't naturalize pay attention to residency rules, and good character requirements, so a kind of good character. They have stated it in the new guidance, so on those people are a no more say at some point in time. Na omebu emraso. If you are here illegally, if you have say crown, now you find out say a why your marriage of convenience. What tries what the EU passport and be be amanenya and crat how chrome her crown pona and no crown po betimi affecting or naturalization application. Into these things, are things people need to pay attention on going forward. Apart from that, during this past week, we have realized that based on the fact that lockdown air cost or amount for a lot of domestic violence issues have come up.
Wow.
Obi wɔ hɔnom a ɔne ne kunu wɔ fie ɔne ne yere wɔ fie ɔne beebi akɔ
Pressure.
pressure nti na ɛwoɔ ne adeɛ no adɔɔso ɛkɔ n'anim and what the organizations like us are doing is that we are seeking to help the community members they are finding difficulties, especially migrants. What we realize is that in Crawford-Bebrea, ABR 2.5 years, ebi ohonoma ne yere akufa nefi amanone enodinaba na nikunu akufa na enodinaba into or probationary period. Into ohia ne partner no to renew ne visa no. Those people are most often victims of domestic violence in this, and almost mean because they believe say the visa air threatening on and what we are saying is that look, Home Office 4 have published new guidance for domestic violence applications into friendly DV. Say if you are a victim of domestic violence, now say we probationary period no for your visa to renew and so that will be indefinite. Look, this is the best time for you to take advantage of this situation and make an application for indefinite leave to remain if you are a victim of domestic violence. And sometimes say physical violence in Kwana domestic violence. If you also emotional abuse and so abino are very, very particular said in these times, these things are going high and people should come out and seek help if they need to. We've had a number of calls with those situations, and I want to use this opportunity to reach out to your listeners to say, if you know somebody who is a victim, if you yourself listening to us, you are a victim, your phone lines, your numbers are available. We are working Monday to Friday. We are here to help. And all the time that you may have to travel to us, we have facilities that remote consultation. People should come out and seek help because concessions, have been they've broadened they've talked about it, they've spoken about it. They want people to take advantage of it.
Okay. Yo, sir, I think I was for the high GN radio, our London legal wa jumedi ne de brown on the Fortwell Solicitors Daniel Quay one of the directors and all my education concerning immigration, asylum, family employment, civil litigation, wills and probate laws. Ni now omu badwuma ho pa. Any area of a law biano omu di mu akotrepa ene anape ye no omo etwam komo e wakasa fidie. So what question be now person the money fa brem se sia e 0778 793 9958 or no WhatsApp and as a test line. So you see a test and WhatsApp ni na adeba and 0778 793 9958. So answer no to me at the voice note so at the afasa number so open our friends so kwenya down 0203 735 8820. Lawyer who voice note ewa into adawroma mame mo na yentie ne ni onua no edebae
mpacho
awoje ni British book no me na me di kan de koje. Good morning. Me pacho me message yi fa 2.5 on ho. Me pacho me ni me kunu nyina no ye ni bi. Na me ba ne di kan enya 10 na woje ni British book no me na me di kan de koje ye me de koje ye no that time ne yete address foforo e na me de koje ye nti emre ni so se me kunu so de koje no ne ye ba ye to aba different address ba ye nyina na yete ye ya wari wo fie de but ye register ye marriage no nti me kunu so de koje 2.5 ni bi na me 2.5 na so e ma me kwa ko renew ene me de call ye no and di 5 weeks kura o ma issue ba e ba ye no minim say first one no me ye ni parent route because me de akra ne koje ye but for some reason no me say renew no me ye ni parent route na ba e ba ye no letter na e accompany biometric ni say 10-year partner route and as first line ne ka say me qualify under partner route but because say me buy British no ntino ye de amame enti na mama aye me na kakra se first no a parent route and I me to so na me follow the same procedure enti minim de enti abaye partner route me question is say e be affecting me 2.5 years no ana the medical etwa no ana say e to so na ye because say me kunu so di koji bi na ye nyina yete as a family nti na abane sa na free say ye call ye no more request say me kunu ni mfa ne ngoma mra na ye de biometric ne ko kan ho nti after be 5 days no e na o de krata yi bai nti mpacho me question no
Your lawyer, is it clear to you?
Yeah, very, very important question. Ayenya bano ebisa no. Most of the time, no, yeah, of 4% omu choose to say omu bejina omu baso and also omu bejina omu partner. So, but they don't know why Home Office for prefers say omu best settle on partner route. What they tend to do is say munyamu oba. Or a British national, based on the fact that Kwalanitina Chrome has saying already 10 years. Na a do time akwakoje in krata now they open account. For some reason, you know, the way they've designed Appendix FM where immigration rules, you know, means if you qualify for partner router, so omode partner route in amount first. Because only partner account, you know, that is the reason why Omakacho say decision, you know, 2.5 years, you know, was granted on the basis of partner route. It does not mean say be affected with term of getting indefinite leave to remain, you know. Say 2.5 years, now say 10-year route, you know, so say we get application 4 times and sana why you know, and it shouldn't be a problem at all. So long as you remain on that route, you know, if you are planning say over switch your route to another 5-year route as well, and also will not affect you. You know, if I were you, I would have said the amount on parent route, partner route, you know, Bema and no and how be brave. Just maintain the amount. If me or Domina say you are earning enough income now to switch as well, go ahead and do it.
Yegusu aye din koma masanya another voice note nti wadaroma ye mo na yenti ono so.
Bacha yo.
Yo, mpese mi bisa yes solicitors nse se upese wonfa uba baku ana mienu mba sika ahin na ewo se wo eni ansa na obetumi de omo aba sika ahin na ewo se wo eni pe anu ansa na obetumi de aba omo aba se uba no ye baku a ahin na wo eni na omo ye mienu nso a eya ahin yo midasi mitiemu bye.
Okay, lawyer, I'm sorry, so clear. Obisa say opese odo ba eba. Sika hina e wo say utua. So oba akola ne ba ko. Lawyer,
yeah, ultimate.
Mete, to aso.
Yeah. So opese wode wo ba eba krum hasia. Unfortunately, you know, home office fees, you know, yeah. In case if you are the Kolami no buy a amount discount. And I say, what the Kolami and Sabi buy a amount discounts. There be say, open say, what they will buy a bar at the moment, you know, a year about £1,500. Okay. The reason why we don't have the exact figure is that most of those fees, you know, not homogeneous or US dollars because application is for a from fee into now because of forex exchanges in internet, it becomes very difficult to put it back. It's around that bulk figure of 1,500. It is a quality unfortunately, say fees, for unkwala.
Wow.
That is what you need to do. There's no any way to go around it. Nyame Chadom said earlier on in the program, they have introduced a fee waiver scheme, for entry clearance applications. Meaning, say, you have Maya Obisa question where, if he's considering so by application, a man and back, normal back room has say, not or no necessary utia sa home office fees, about £3,000. Now he can show, say, clearly, only Kanibia, then it is possible, say, obey your application for sa fee waiver now or my publish it this week, and yes, such people now this fee waiver no will go for. For instance, we talk for na COVID-19 affect you financially. Has here no be any ho. Once now we are so responsibility over the child. Or be any ho no or boy every na. Take advantage of this and make sure say go be fail from the core. Now we save this as you can because it's a lot of money, especially kwa Frank kola miensa mienu aba enyesika ketwa intino mo question mo kofa mo ba eba na mesremo. There has been an option for you to apply for some fee waiver. No, take advantage of it at this time.
Okay. Take advantage of this time now. Also, some will so 8 years. Oh, I'm saying, let me hear feedback.
What does your feedback?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So go so 8 years. Jumedia. GN radio. Na Liga with Jumedia. Na we are so good. So ye some. Men Daniel Kwe of Fortwell Solicitors. Na actually come on. Some also bet me a friend now. We issue so consensus. They have money 0203 735 8820. And I saw to me at test me and I saw WhatsApp me was 0778 793 9958. We say message we say ne Vignet ne visa award ne old passport nu I spy kra. No peso obisa se obetumi e de sa Vignet no about the passport na wu no e de acquire naturalization straight away and now say also apply for BRC card first.
Say minti the okase ne visa ne Vignet. Okay.
That's and a visa Vignet.
Yes, passport if a visa Vignet in a born passport ni ewu I believe say ABA indefinite leave to remain in a bomo but the passport ni ewu but visa na dey enwu ye.
And dey enwu oh.
But you say
on the near expiring date Vignet no.
Vignet your different types. Okay. You were omo omakoji indefinite leave to remain e wo Chrome has say. Ukoji indefinite leave to remain in my Vignet near the ball passport ni ma then I know a ni expiry date into ubet me use no e dey acquire naturalization and who here say ubet sika extra now wakoji another biometric card and sana wakoya naturalization no into the question is there be on here another biometric and sana wakoji no however ye wo omukra indefinite leave to enter omukra indefinite leave to enter no eye ebia papa apalabi efifie aba nyaman indefinite leave to enter na no expiry date so expiry date na so no the same as the passport no expiry even though obehu say expiry date was no you assume say oh wo visa na ewu no technically no enwu ye into for such a person no say when who say ne Vignet ni ewu kra na I can also advise that person say and who he also be kwakoji another biometric bill if indeed he qualifies for naturalization obetimi go ahead higher naturalization and then so okay ama such a person.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, question being so on Facebook. I mean, kind of quickly before say base through away. Or see if you are self-employed, is your earnings based on your total earnings or based on your profit?
It depends on if we are self-employed that what you are using that figure for, because it may be they use different things. For instance, mean church in this way.
Okay.
Say we are self-employed now. You can say income, and you will turnover in a year we income, and your profits in a year we income. And obi or you're self-employed. In the course of the year, no. Who say a juma na oye ni no sika afa ne nsem for example £50,000. Okay, so £50,000 it may mean say bia o the koto supplies o the koto nyama o the ye ejuma no enye necessarily say e sika eba wonsem into the sika no it forms part of your turnover. Untimi nka se sika no your profit and as a income. However, no, profits I would declare would your tax so no, and no na ye income. If obisa question way in relation to ABR self-employment support a government edema during COVID-19 crisis now, they will use or profits no almost use or turnover not to give you any support. And no or profits in the year calculation. If a visa application or kwako ye ebi or kwako find ho kanfo if you fear at their bar. Yen so ye be use profits no. Yen use with general turnover no. Into no sometimes no e na ebi mo ho no ma or be say oh me ye we expenses we were high expenses. Into be ye expenses ni na profits na be to ebi. And when it comes to say obey application and I say or declare the income still no or say or use the turnover na there be yen sa untimi having it both ways. So we say we year application biana you be check profits now with your taxes so no and not maybe use as income. However, if ABR or B kako J ABR almost say almost year we bounce back low during COVID-19 crisis. I don't need your way in that situation is separate. If Obeba back now we're explaining the basis that we then I can tell him exactly which of them are we use.
Laya.
Yeah, hello.
Obi Subisa, Obi Bisa say, are you the guy of the backlist advert nana? What the backlist for the why advert nana? I'm so all right, yeah, fire first call off yan to us read the messages. No, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Now bako di ohene.
Bako.
Are pe wanya bi agum.
Say when you say say adam easy. And paso me ni bisa ade opere dankwe. Say opere we me British passport ebewu ye but ebewu be September.
Ohene. Wa Daroma radio na wutie say MC TV say whatever. Man call from Kakra.
I win your feedback.
Wa Daroma ai na fit for question the brebi. Yes la ya want to nka.
Missy. Kenya wo me no British passport. Na eba bewu September. Na se mentuma nye till September na ne pa ho a. Na just say me to ye bi ma na say query beba. Simple as that.
Okay. Laya, what are
But I'm
okay. Man answer.
Yo, we are British national. Send for TS, yes, and yet necessarily so British passports in excess we are British national. Okay. The fact that British passports in September, but Aquenya ain't new honum obey application and just say we British bio. Anytime be obey ready be open we application in Biano. Trust me, say omobeji na omaye amount. And now me no can say grandpa HM passport for they are not taking new applications for British passport. Unless they say we are government official and now we here for emergency we be go through be on health ground. You need to give very good reason because putting all passport applications on hold. Into the end, say your passport with 3-4 months. Into the future and over yeah farm out there. Anytime you are ready, you person will apply for British passport in Biano or more dependent.
Okay. Me that's it.
Yes, that's it. Now, Laya, and maybe the teacher say a new applicant so ni na ya put on hold.
New applicants near put you on hold for British passport application. They put you there on hold. So on website application for passport. Straight away, baby I'll say, do you need it for any ABI or any emergency? And I said, what's the reason why you need it currently? If reason, and straight away they'll tell you say train say in Yamaye. Okay, now we're back. Into most of those applications, have been put on hold. But I must add, apart from that, other applications, we almost see a home office for new Jumani idea. Look, and drunk one, we received about 6 applications decisions into other applications they are progressing all right. But for British passport applications, I don't know more year for agent government travel and as an agent special circumstance travel. Any other person in there, I'm putting on hold.
All right, thank you very much. My main question we in free Facebook, Emra. Also, good morning, lawyer. Please, how much do you charge for child settlement application?
Child settlement application, you see, we always say before we can give costing to certain things, we need to know what the bases are. Okay, child settlement application, Keka. You make a choice. Okoyan website www.fortwellsolicitors.com. You go there. We have our price list there. We are transparent. We want people to know our price. You see, say from there, we will tell you say we are from 1,200, from £1,000, because obi honoma any straightforward applications and any fees, we don't hide it. Okay, website that we've published our fees list over there. Any service we are here and hold the fee is there. If you are not too sure about it, you are not too clear about it, you can always give us a call and discuss what your personal circumstances are. At this point in time, we understand a lot of people are in difficulties financially. We are doing everything that we can do to help the clients. So do now any fee be so I'm sure the best thing for you to do is over phone or afraid to discuss your personal circumstance.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, well, a few questions we have. I mean, tomorrow and Afi, another year bombado power. Also, please, I want to ask if you apply under EU scheme and you get certificate of application indicating your application is valid, but we will decide in due course. Can you please apply for a job?
Oh, yes. So when you have certificate of application, it clearly states on that certificate of application whether you are permitted to accept a job or not to accept a job. Most of the time, most certificates of application and more the opportunity to apply for jobs. Why application under EU regulations, why application for settled status, pre-settled status. Yeah, the certificate in a bar, ubetimi at the akope ejuma. I must add, say, some employers will not take it. Some employers will take it. I know people, individuals are almost certificates of application, ACO agencies they have been accepted. Minim ebimunso are another agency or managing. Minim ebimo certificate of application, ACO JNI. Okay. Minim certificate of application, ACO be a bank account. And then I know people also try me as a business person and as a lawyer, if Obi back me also pay Juma na ukra certificate of application, I know for a fact say certificate of application is acceptable. Employer be on name details in ohua ostru or just say and genuine na be to no on pen once on. But for people who know big organizations who are used to certificates of application, they will definitely accept you at an employment. Go to those places and trust me. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be line so I'm far and try text messages and so hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Now about the chief.
And
I put you be a gum.
Yeah, by all means.
Thank you. And yeah, two question about lawyer Nianko.
Your lawyer Michiawo. First now, me sending away about be say and corny ye. Yami person me who say upese won't fall back umbra. Sika ina ubet was say won't any per annum. It be at 18,000, it be say 20,000, not 20,000 was say when any and sign over 20 back one. But now, omuya mienusua, yahi. And a second question here, so take advantage over a carers a free 1 year now, omumanu, ebi awo 5 years route. Was spending 2 years, 2.5. I was saying, I won't did with 2.5 no count, but we take advantage of free 1 year no now. Omuma was have free 1 year no. And then with 2 years, how many years I will best finance and I will bet indefinitely? Because I was saying, I won't go another 2.5. But we for 1 year now. Next year, what will happen? And no, I'm person in Bisano. My name is clear now.
Lawyer to answer no. Or not the voice note in him say buy no. It seems the same question and the answer no. Nonty.
Se o pese okofa oba efi amanone eba. Enye obia na ohia financial requirements. But for those people are omuhia more financial requirements, no. So for one child about we expect you are earning at least 18,600. For any child, extra piano is 3,800 more. Okay, 3,800 more. Into first child 18,600. Second child for the 3,800. That is how we work our processes. In terms of the second question, man, share that anti a whole year, but your other regional line also.
Yeah, and you say, mama, 1 year free for carers. What front line for this COVID-19. And say what travel 2.5. And I would this 1 year no can one. Not just say I can't 1.5 years, and now say I waiting for another 2.5 years for you and sign over to one indefinite.
Okay, Matua say for carers now, you more 2.5, you more 1 year free. If do you about 1 year in a na ebe won't mean can say may train 2.5 years mark application. 1 year in ebe so we application now will extend. Unfortunately for you, in any way, if I catch just 2.5 years now when you're indefinitely to remain. There are some people are a bit but there are most people are it will not help them. The amount are freeway now. Of course, it's me a bit saving in terms of NHS health charge. But in saving with another 2.5 years visa as we application for. Unless it's say at the time home office for almost for individuals taking advantage for 1 year visa extension. They can take advantage of it. But trust me, say about the application for another 2.5 years, unless it's say that time almost for you to be able to take advantage of.
I see. 82 children about 20-something thousand.
But for extra child, you need 3,800 more.
3,800 more in addition to the 18.
3,000.
3,600.
Yeah.
In addition to the 18,000.
Yeah. First child, we have 3,800. Okay. For extra income. For another child, I bet to also get 2,400. So you have to do the calculation, depending on how many children you are bringing. So but your calculation, and make sure so you meet the income properly. Why?
Okay, thank you.
You said okay. Test and to us. We see lawyer we were pantomime to me mako ediamano. But before the mammy go Facebook can we quickly. Or see how long is the certificate valid? I mean the certificate of application.
A certificate of application is normally valid for 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
No sign so make us say your amount certificate of application. Say juma. Understand say before certificate of application, your responsibility to obey application for another one. Unless it's a home office for a making decision. Okay. So 1 year application for certificate of application now say valid for 6 months. Now 6 months no one could do for where employer could check your home office say whether you're entitled to work or not. Back as negative if you don't have a new one. For those people, no, very careful. Say a year valid for only 6 months, and before the expiry of the 6 months, they should always ensure say be renew and sign a ewu.
Okay, thank you very much. Afi young call a year funosoni and fat text message or say we wakakra intimate to me bonama yin mako usudi. Or say please kindly advise me on this. I have 2.5 years based on my British child. I have now realized that there has been a mistake with right fatherhood. Biological father of my child is a dependent child of EEA national who will be eligible for indefinite next year. I want to change the father's name on the child's birth certificate, and I know I might lose my status with my 2.5 years and my child's passport. Since the real father qualifies for indefinite next year, it is advisable to wait, and when it obtains it, then I will register the child again and apply for another passport for her in order for me to obtain my 2.5 again. Or can I change the father's name and apply for a derivative for my child, and later on, based on her to obtain derivative too? Please advise me on this.
Yo, yeah, so the outcome a very long question, but I know the reason why I very long, because and a lot of people are finding almost solve a situation. Obi wo honoma sebe owo akwala no nipa na one ne wo honoma one ne wo ye no obesign amano waje British passport amano. But over the years, then you realize say bia na sa akwala no ne papa no enye onwa na we who the real father no. They want to change the system. They want to change the birth certificate. What they don't understand is say enye just simple solution say you need to change the name of the father on the birth certificate. You have to do re-registration, and a very, very tricky situation because sometimes they tend to believe say nkrofo that akwala papa fraud means the J sa and krata and passport sa akwala before any individual, any person goes ahead say or re-register in the banner. I always say Miss make sure say you've spoken well with a solicitor who can explain all the implications, and Sana will go forward, because there are so many circumstances it may mean say and answer you can go ahead. For instance, this particular case here, and answer question added to drive. Or patch say akwala biological father will realize any father or a dependent on another EU national, meaning say aka 1 year and so now I qualify for the indefinite. Or yet too sure whether to go ahead or not. Me advice is say if you have realized say that is not the true father of the child, now the true father of the child now has got any form of leave to remain, which is also allow that person to stay here, you can go ahead and do the re-registration, because no matter what, you can't share papa akwala say onjane papa hona onko and as to the issue of whether say akwala qualify for the passport on those bases or not, and also a different process altogether. And as much as I can say and I say or radio I would love to have further word with such an individual.
Nipa no de kweku or lease.
Yes, kweku lease offer me after the programmer and kebe me there, because I have further questions my person can maybe to be able to determine say you should hold on with re-registration and as proceed and make that application, because if you hold my re-registration and yet the fact say ube lose it won't crack any problem. If you hold them grandpa one charge with criminal way say ABI wash unim who be now share that use will be doing edison way into a very, very tricky situation. And my advice is give us a call after the program. No, I mean be further questions as to current situation.
Right, very interesting. Like I said, for your own. omo the test never now we hear na me read ya no dey afa Facebook omo say Facebook ni express lane because
and the event discriminating really now who say Facebook ni test ni cost
exactly we indicate say be careful test so I say Facebook okay I see again please my certificate say now me be a question about
certificate of application
into I say the same person with this or the about WhatsApp or say again please my certificate of application there is no expiring date on it. I tried applying for a job online and got to a place where they asked me to enter the expiry date on my certificate of application. By my one, oh, come on, phone. By my one, there's no, there's no, it didn't allow, so there's no expiring date. So it didn't allow me to continue. So please, what should I do?
Even though certificates of application normally don't have expiry date on it, and I'm catch on they say valid for 6 months. You can calculate who said any expiry date was so, but a war issue date was so. The issue date now it was so no. You count it 6 months forward, and that is the data that certificate will expire. You can literally put date there as the expiry date of that document and hopefully the computer will allow you to progress your application.
Okay, excellent. And away so with your free immigration lane crowd or say or you're British na on yire or no bear no and or no bear no so na oba no so nya the British book omo wan kwala miensa na akasakasa kakrenti no omo ntemu apapai sisi omo divorce omo separate whatever or see we are divorce separate na near etiane se be ma no efie sisi oso wakota
be ma na ide
we fifi like ne oba ne tibi ene kwala miensa
okay
na near etiane se onu afifie no opese obesra nkura no oba na ya woma emu kwan sisi oba be ma ne chese oba fie ho no echese na yire ne nkwala no omatu na obisam no yese cancel for ma omo temporary prison a omo te e wo South London na chese oba na block no number bibia nti da bi o de fa na danfo bi so se ne be obenya access to nkwala no ne yire na at least nkwala nto opese omo musika waya oba no chese oni ani means bi a nsa be kan nkwala no nti ekwa be so na e was offer.
Okay, ya bano said ya woka pepepe no ye fee immigration about family. Fortunately family speciality.
But answer now be kwano wadawroma sorry obi wala so yen fa no quickly na yen to ask because we say question we hello good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Adomo, mama priority. Boko de.
Nyame adom pa, nyame sure.
Yo, my question am quite tete.
Yo, me bonito. Pacho, no wife for a year settle status no. Your man no pre-settle. Ba August 2020 obenya 5 years. Of no person me bisa say often 2 mu for settle status that now say on train. And a secondly, no, all year don't miss so many year later as a EU national. Until no young in a bit in my abomu as a one family with a children and as a see a train.
Okay. Like you
yo, Ebano settle status. Ebano settle status in India. I will encourage Obia say obey application. There's no need say obey and stay and we a family now we a because they are able to look at the whole application at a family unit. There's no need say the back over call and send a or the other one out. So the meaning a boom now the call at the same time a boa application because sometimes the documents now back here no ebia na kodi back na budi nia pomu ekwa na amana ye entem ama mumie nia. Until you know bisa our question, the simple answer is go ahead and put the application in. There's no need waiting any longer.
Hello. Mpacho ma and yes sir.
Yes,
but the tougher be man. So one tears, so like also one tears and Tessa, and can it be na lawyer and was it?
Mpacho yadi atumo di down last year. Na a pre-settlement no. But obenya 5 years no June August. Obetimi apply for settle status nana.
If Obenya 5 years in August, then say the Awokano, it will be better say Obe train and 5 years in better. Now I get one application for settled status because or yet application in now on the man pre-settled status. Pre-settled status it means say valid for 5 years and then later on I saw sign another application bill. Into 75 years in the best June. Manti a honum in your initial question, into CCN, my advice in because I train now 5 years in the end soon. Now one year application for settled status back up. Why?
Okay,
that's it.
All right, yes, see, yeah, that's it. I feel like to us so na answer na Kobe Bebano. I'm say you want that for
Just a second. Obisa about family case ne other partner ne mba no mienu no obedwane a onim bibio omuwo no so ye ban no family law ye wo bibia ye frɛ no application for the disclosure of the whereabouts of a child. Okay, ubetimi aye application akɔ court and then the court will make an order for HMRC or any local authority to declare the whereabouts of a child. Until the baby may be able to help you to locate that child. Unless it's on record any baby, but definitely so multi chrome hand dia on record ebewo baby. Until for individuals are almost say yeah they may buy meaning baby no. Mamun be this opportunity to advise you say there is a procedure whereby the court will allow you to locate your child. Into follow that process and go and make an application. There's no need. If you hold no grandpa, not a individual and why application be for dumb molestation order, meaning say you are not supposed to contact them either via phone or text message or tell somebody to contact them. Into the grandpa will catch you down for say try no contact or partner and no grandpa. Be na will break order be a war. When you find yourself in such a situation, the appropriate measure as will take in is obey your application to the court for the court to assist you to find the whereabouts of that child. So your application if baby area, the next stage is to make application for child arrangement order. Okay. Child arrangement order is the fact say ubenya access to the child say every other week and every week and as a colonial holidays most of the time I realize that people are worried to make those applications because of and I'll tell you say look, it doesn't matter. So one crata who need crata, you can go ahead and take your partner to court. If you almost see we need crata, say require bet. It doesn't work like that. Please, if you are not getting access to your children and you want access to your children, no matter what status you have with your immigration way, please go ahead, make an application to the court, and you will have access to the child. Because the starting point for the court is for every child to have access to both parents, both the mother and the father. It don't mean that say, access to the child and all that. No, it is in the interest of the child to have access to both parents.
Or every right to have access to the child.
Yeah, or every parent have a right to have access to the child. Equal right, as same as the man, same as the woman. And as we have the preconceived mindset, mother have more access or the father have more access. No, it doesn't work like that. Both parents have equal access, unless to say there are some circumstances. There's domestic violence. There's evidence. Say if those things exist in the family situation and as I said things there, then if you want to make sure say no crown no if you go through supervised contact. You know, say if there's evidence say what Akolane Dana Bibisa, you better say if you call this safe location, a honor now be Akolane for the next 6 months. Near how you deal with the children and suddenly you have full access to the child. So there's always a way. For the family courts, their main interest, and they say Akolane there, you have that equal rights or equal access to those parents because one Kwalano, there's an option for you, whatever situation you find yourself.
There's always an option for you. Yemfawe, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
About him about there.
Patrick, about now, sir.
Aduma, Abromiso. Sorry, so you so to question the man lawyer.
Okay, Patrick, there's a lawyer question to Kirby. Me papa ye EU ni ena okofa me ena me nya ketwana me ma me free Ghana buy enti waye pre-status no ba me person who say yanso was say ye pre-status ni bi ana say and say yanso ye bi cause no me father no waye ne bi ye ba ye ye enti enye sure say e was say yanso ye bi ana say and say ye bi ena ba yanso nya 6 years enti ye resident permits na amount de amaye enti you say who say was say sign ye before for become one na say and say you sign it.
All right, lawyer be you are no come so
Yes, very, very, very important. And Friday way, question where it keep on coming up. I cannot stress enough. And Kwalano, na mame for ni papa for no. Omo ye pre-settled status na. No major mumbat. And Kwalani need to do it as well. Obia we EU national. Obia wokrata it depending on your EU family member. No, it's very, very important that you get SAR application done. Pre-settled status. In the meaning of that question, Mr. Obomodiana ye application for pre-settled status. Being international entry, don't know what will happen after this transition period is over. Into the Bomodin na for ye. And kwala omutie obi a womba e okrum ha say a oba na EU national and as a wakofa oba aba a okra 5 years e wo ha say no ben dream say because 5 years e wo ne nkrata ni munti no or you okay but oye application for pre-settled status na fa oba na e ka ho na ye bi e ma no sana aye problem.
All right, sir, we're freelance. Oba him also. Right, so we're free so, but I guess to say what TBBA ye. You say I think na wabaswa ye mo akwaba na emom ye breno enya aye be. Ni aye ne etwetwe nkomo e wa ha aye Daniel Kwe oye lawyer penikes ye pa wa bni ye pa Emma Fortwell Solicitors. Wo hwe omo a obehu omo North London North London, Unit 1, ground floor, Katerina House, Clarendon Road, number 58 Clarendon Road, ena womo ewo. Enti postcode ni London N8 ODJ. Ena omo telephone number 0203 3257 030. Mobile number is 079 44 976 161. Sanetie. Enti any issue biya sefa immigration and asylum, family and employment, civil litigation, wills and probate. So see a COVID-19 see abontia efa manfu ekwe. Winim se ebeto. Bamodi aye well. Sen ebeya oma ene we yire womo emre. Ya will be ewa humano. So hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Patrick. Me na me friend says here bisa lawyer about settlement. No.
And I don't know with Jim went to me and you know.
Me sure you enjoy moment so that.
And the woman whom I did, I can't know a Jim. We are saying, okay, my lawyer and so now. Lawyer Bosso Cacramano.
Yo, me ba see they na make earlier on. Still we get application for pre-settled status in AB. Enye o papa ne o mama pe na so mo ye. You are supposed to do it, and may use this opportunity to do it. So, the advice other people are almost here. Our pre-settled status and young penny for pay, and they are supposed to do it. And Kwalanso, so mo nso ɛyɛ bi ka ho no anyɛ saa after transition period no one hwɛ a wobɛnya problems with your stay in the country ti bɔ mmɔden a na take his step no na kɔyɛ bi why
Okay, so to me, I am like at the moment I lockdown no honey. To me, and yeah, like anymore, yeah.
mpatwa wotumi yɛ wokɔ website no so a ɔmbɛyɛ ama wo sɛ wontumi nso ɛnyɛ nso a ofrɛ a yɛn nso yɛbɛyɛ ama wo even though lockdown no ɛwɔ hɔ no we are still working and we are in a position to be aboa mo na mayɛ application no akɔ why
Patch years and you're dancing so
yes that's all right lawyer amrano enya ya be na answer na me ma me ntia nkofo bi wo Facebook DJ Master P me here mess ye bi ma me wa me afu bi so permit me so am tumi na ja my old man me tumi ye Mary Honam also ye mo akwaba ku ya adwuma ye mo akwaba oba kona du redu dwomo ye mo akwaba DJ Marcus ye mo akwaba Ewurajoa Anochewa ye mo akwaba David Bull ye mo akwaba Michael Kwabna Sapon Sarandede Davis Akins Bekrin and anana akwesi kasa brimpon onso ye mao akwaba sada na me kan sa wo hwehwe Fortwell Solicitors omo ben Temple Lane station underground no ana Honzi overground ehwa na omo ewo enti bomodin afre omo ewo 0203325 7030 0203325 7030. All right. Postcode here N8ODJ, 50A Clarendon Road, London. Unit 1 ground floor, Katerina House. Sana address no etie. Ene ya dibesi na yako homeso. Lawyer bibu ha ode ebe ma ye final na afi ya tonchia.
The American say we Fortwell Solicitors we are open for business. Measures keep and clients safe and our employees so safe as much as possible wa wontimi emba office our person we remote consultation your facility need to do that me I Zoom me I Skype me I WhatsApp me I FaceTime if that's what you want any one be a easy Emma will be no me I consultation if would dear was some now person who cannot who here person be a TB will corner be now person over office and so on your facilities will have see me and face to face consultation over your nice glass booth out with me a shame only exactly. Without having any face to face interaction you are safe we are also safe and also any problem if you need to drop documents to us we have the facilities now we have put the structures in place to be able to serve the members of the community so any issue be immigration and asylum employment civil litigation wills and probate with me afraid anytime during the week free consultation we don't charge for any consultation because Miss Rose lawyer because there be what seminar to me the better name and we'll be able to assist you it's here for application because of COVID-19 crisis and they are struggling financially the opportunity about 200 my application for free waiver. Take advantage of it or pay help with that application. Now we are on hand to assist you with the application and give us a call in the course of the week. See the other number no more share on Facebook any numbers in the screen or so or TUNEIN other places and also say the other number no 2 Ghana and no just give us a call and we are here to assist. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Ghanaian community any woman Kenya, ya that's papa, that's a ne, your best sign Asia, and Obadia no, ama ya Kenya ma, and ye to me YouTube, and at the same time Facebook, BBA Jina so come say I was say to me, your boy producer basso, I had pa for the few weeks no adeɛ na bɔ adeɛ na bɔ ne dress but see at everything is all sorted nti yɛbɛda ase nyame yadoma da se ne yɛbɛsɛ hyia
that's it. Bye bye.
Bye.